Hey guys, it's Tia from Blessed to the T. Today, I want to talk about checking in. And the scripture for today is Ephesians 4, verses 2 through 3, which says to be humble, be gentle, be kind, patient, and loving. And I chose that today. And I know it's a scripture, if you're familiar with it, that makes you think about love. But I chose that today because we have the opportunity to show God's love to people every day. And I heard a story about a lady who was really just going through, and she had some mental health challenges. I guess depression may have been one of them. And so some changes happened on her job, and she cried out for help. She wrote a letter, and she eventually ended up committing suicide, and she did it at work, which was, from my understanding, she had some issues at work that were also adding to whatever personal issues that she had going on. And so, not to say you have to be in people's business. That's not what I'm saying. But if you know how people typically show up, when you work with people or when you see people day to day, their normal demeanor, their routine. So people come in and they say good morning, they're normally smiling. It would be out of character for them to then start coming to work late, to not talk to anybody, to completely withdraw. Maybe they start looking different. Maybe they're disheveled, or something is out of the ordinary for them. Pay attention, okay? And I'm not saying it's totally your responsibility. All I'm saying is, just show up. Show up, act like you care about people, say good morning to people. And if you know something's different with them, just say, take a minute or so of your time and say, are you doing okay? And be genuine when you ask. Make a minute or two just to check in with people. And so maybe they just need to know that somebody cares. Maybe they need that kindness that you're showing to them. Maybe they need a listening ear. Or maybe just somebody to sit with them for a few minutes. And I'm not saying, you have to be a therapist or anything, a counselor, try to fix it. Sometimes people just need somebody to show up and to show interest. And so those are my thoughts for today, that you just be nice and kind, that you be patient and humble, because everybody's gonna need that at some point. At some point you're gonna need that kind thought, that smile, that patience and humility that people show. So even when I came outside on my break, there's this car that kept passing. It passed like twice, and I was like, I typically will say people are being nosy, but then they stopped and just asked for directions. They had an appointment on the campus that I work at, and like I said, the campus is pretty big. And so I didn't know that building, but I